While all the engines were sleeping at Tidmouth at night, Thomas was shunting in the yard. This is all D19's fault. If he just admitted he destroyed the rhythm station, then I wouldn't get blamed for something that wasn't my fault. And Thomas bumped the freight car hard. So hard that it nearly derailed. Luckily, it didn't derail. "Come on, you," Thomas said crossly. Thomas tried to pull the freight car up Gordon's hill. Then he found the bricks very heavy. "Bother," said Thomas. "It'll be over soon. It will be over soon." "Careful, Thomas," said his driver. Then the freight car went loose. "Oh no," cried Thomas, and he rushed away. As he tried his best to get the loose freight car, Thomas's rails skid through the rails. "Oh no," cried Thomas, and the freight car fell off the track, stuck in the mine. "Oh no," cried Thomas. "Now Sir Topham Hatt's gonna send me away," he said. He felt so sad that he decided not to care about the accident. Thomas put Percy's goods train in place, and Toby's farm train was ready as well. And he shunted Edward's goods train. As Thomas pushed Percy's goods train to a siding, he found it very heavy and hard to push them. "Urgh," said Thomas. "What's wrong with them?" Their wheels were stuck on the track. The workmen fixed the track, and Thomas pushed Percy's goods train into a siding. It was very heavy, but what Thomas didn't know, that he didn't have his driver a fireman and he couldn't stop. "Oh no," cried Thomas. "Help!" And Thomas got swilled and swined down the mine. Later that morning, Percy and all the other engines were waiting for Thomas. "Where's Thomas?" said James. "He hasn't arrived yet," said Toby. "I hope he's okay," said Rosie. But a few hours later, Thomas still did not return. "Does anyone still know where Thomas is?" said Emily. Then Sir Topham Hatt came. "What's all this commotion about?" Sir, said Gordon. "Thomas isn't here," said Henry. "And we don't know where he is," said Toby. "We don't even know what happened to him," Percy peeped. "This is very strange," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I did not see him shunting. If he went somewhere else, he is in deep trouble. But I must give you guys your jobs. James, Edward, you two must take a good train." "Yes, sir," said James. "We're on it, sir," said Edward. And then Dodge came. "Dodge," said Sir Topham Hatt, "you must take Annie and Clarabelle." "Yes, sir," said Dodge, and he oiled away. "Percy, you and Rosie must take a goods train, and Toby, you must take your farm train." "Yes, sir," they answered. "And the rest of you must continue your jobs," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Yes, sir, we will," they all said, but Emily was still worried about Thomas. James and Edward pulled the bricks from Brendam Station. Despite the freight cars being troublesome, they still were able to manage. And Toby delivered the cows to the farm, while Edward and James passed with their goods train. And Percy and Rosie delivered the mail and some steel. However, 199 was in their way. "Get out our way, you stinky diesel," shouted Rosie crossly. "No!" honked 199. "I won't!" Rosie was very cross. Percy realized that this was going to lead to trouble. Rosie blew her whistle loudly. "Beep! Beep!" she whistled loudly. 199 honked his horn loudly until he was out of breath. "Come on, 199, Percy said. "Move out our way." 199 refused to. Percy was very cross. "Come on, Rosie, let's take another line." Rosie was very cross as she glared at 199 with anger, but 199 didn't care. He just oiled after them. As Rosie and Percy puffed into the station, 199 followed them. Rosie was still angry that she had to be patient for 199 to move. The station master was cross. Rosie, you and Percy are late. It's all D199's fault. He wouldn't move out of our way. I don't want to hear excuses, Rosie. You and Percy must improve yourselves when you next come here. Rosie was furious, and she and Percy puffed away, glaring at 199. Ah ha ha, laughed 199. Maybe I should cause some more trouble, and he oiled quickly away. Meanwhile, Henry was out the quarry, and so 199 came. Hello, Henry, he said suspiciously. Hello, dirty diesel. If you don't mind, I'm doing my job, Henry said as he huffed away. 199 was very cross. He did not want to tolerate anyone talking to him with disrespect. I won't take any of this crap, he said as he oiled away. Meanwhile, in the quarry, Rusty was shunting freight cars. Ew, these freight cars are heavy, he said. Then, 199 sneaked by him. Hello, Rusty, he said. 199, you're supposed to be doing your job. Why are you lazily coming from here to there? None of your business, he said. What are you doing? I'm shunting freight cars in the quarry because Thomas is missing. What are the workmen doing over there? The workmen are working on the tow truck, said Rusty. We sure are, said the workers. Anyways, where's Thomas? None of your business. He's lost right now and I have to do his job, said Rusty, and he honked his horn away. 199 was still very cross. Why does everyone keep chuffing or oiling away from me? I'm gonna go check on Dodge, and he better not be being friendly to those stinky steamies, he said. Then 199 came. He saw that Dodge had broken down. Dodge, he said, why are you pulling Annie and Clarabelle? Those are Thomas's coaches. Sorry, Sir Top has orders. Until Thomas is found, I have to pull them. Well, can't you join me? Because I'm having a plan. Sorry, he said Dodge, but I need an engine to help me. Ugh, I'm not helping you, said 199, and he wailed away. Dodge felt very sad. Later, Toby came to help Dodge. Come on, Dodge, he said. I'm taking you to the steamworks. Okay, Toby, Dodge said, and Toby huffed away. Kevin fixed up Dodge, while Toby went back. Later on, all the engines felt terrible. They wished Thomas was back. Me and Rosie got late 'cause D199. I wish Thomas was back, said Rosie. I wish we could just apologize to him, said Edward. Agree, said Emily. You were way too mean to him. Sir Top Hat could see all of his engines were very sad. Nia and Rebecca especially felt sad, and so did Toby. Even Gordon, out of all engines, felt the saddest. I wonder where's Henry? Why isn't he here? Shouldn't he be sad as well? Henry's working in the mine, Gordon, said Percy sadly. Then Henry came. He understood how the engine felt sad. He felt sadder. Thomas may never come back, he said sadly. Emily especially knew how Thomas was important to her, as she chuffed away quickly. Said Emily sadly. I wonder what made Thomas so... Then Emily remembered. I remember Thomas telling me that D199 ran and crashed in Brenham Station, and yet me and the other engines didn't listen. Emily felt so terrible that she nearly cried. However, what Emily didn't know was that Thomas was standing right in the muck. Thomas, she said, you're found. Oh, must my buffers. Emily whistled happily. I'm so sorry for being mean and bossy to you yesterday. It's okay, Emily. D199. Emily was surprised. She finally knew who was to blame for Thomas's accident. It was 199, said Emily. I knew it. He was just trying to pretend to be innocent. Yes, he was, said Thomas. Now, we wouldn't mind if you told the other engines and Sir Topham Hatt, Thomas said as Emily came to rescue him. Emily coupled up to Thomas, and the two engines puffed away. Then Emily came with Thomas. All the engines whistled. They were very happy to see their friend. Thomas, said Rosie. You're found, peeped Percy. Thomas is home forever, said Gordon and all the other engines. Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt, we are all sorry for accusing you of destroying Brendam Station. Then 199 came. What's going on here? Why is Blue Pin... uh-oh, Fatty's here, cried 199. All the engines looked very crossly at 199. 199, shouted Sir Topham Hatt crossly, you are in a deep amount of trouble. You have destroyed Brendam Station and made Thomas get the blame for it. This behavior is unacceptable on my railway. I will have to send you away until you can behave. Yes, sir, said 199, as he oiled sadly away. Come on, guys, said Emily. Let's get working on Brendam Station. Hooray, whistled the engines. And if you want a building montage, I'm sorry I can't have that, but I will make logic kind of broken. A few days later, Brendam Station was finished. And one more quick thing before I finish the movie. I know the building couldn't be built that quickly. Brendam Station was finished and was going to have a big celebration. Hooray for Thomas coming back, shouted the workmen. And for Emily, Percy, Toby, Duck, Donald, Douglas, and Nia, Rebecca, and all the other engines on Sodor. They all cheered. And when Brendam Day came, Percy was pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas felt happy for his friend. Annie and Clarabelle were especially happy to see Thomas again. And Thomas was happy to see his coaches again. And then Sir Topham Hatt came. Brendam Station is a new station that will forever stay on Sodor. Thanks to Thomas and all my engines. All the engines blew their whistles, but they didn't blow their whistles as loudly as Thomas. You know, said Thomas, I may be really useful, but all my friends are really useful, Thomas said to himself.